What's up, guys? Welcome to class. So this is the Arpeggios Drilling course. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to cover the most common arpeggios, the major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, minor 7 flat 5, and we're going to do it from the 6th string, 5th, 4th and 3rd string. And it's going to be the most, usable ways of playing these arpeggios. You could probably figure out different ways to play them, but I'll try to stick to the ones that are not too awkward. So basically what we're going to do, this is the object of this course. We are going to talk a little bit about theory and what arpeggios are and how they are built, but more importantly, this is about playing it and playing it and playing it and playing it and connect those sounds with your fingers, the things you hear in your inner ear, to be able to play that, and the only way to do that is just to play a lot. So it's very simple, simple course. So it's just about playing. Maybe if you have played arpeggios, you probably have played many of these before, but even if you have, you may find some ways of playing different fingerings and sounds that you're not familiar with, and so that's gonna be okay. So let's just start. If you look at the sheet music now, I've written the major scale first on top. In bar 1 you see the A major scale, and this is the theory part. And I'm going to repeat this, though you probably heard me say it many times before. Whenever we talk about degrees, scale degrees or chord degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or if we're talking about chords, it's usually 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. We talk about flats and sharps, sharp 11, flat 3, flat 7, augmented 4, diminished 5, anything, any flat or augmentation or diminished is related to what that note would be in a major scale, right? So flat 6 means that you're flattening the 6th compared to what the 6th would be in a major scale. So even when we talk about minor chords, and minor scales, we have to say those the 6th in the minor scale wouldn't be 6, it would be flat 6. It's related to what that would be in a major scale. So just to be perfectly clear about that, I'm sorry if you've heard me say it a lot of times, but this is that's just the essential. So the major scale, A major scale, and this may be an awkward fingering. I'm just doing it because we're basically doing 2 variations of any arpeggio type now. We're starting on 1 and then we're starting on 7, and this is more kind of a fingering issue. So I'm dividing it basically between starting on the 1st finger, and as it happens we're starting also on the root of the chord, 1st finger, or on any of the other 3 fingers. That would be the next lesson, and in that lesson we're going to start on the 7th of the chord, but that's it's more of a fingering thing. So that's why we're having this A major scale fingering now, and again, if this is awkward and if this is not a usual way of playing A major scale for you, that's great. Now you know another one. And back in the day there was one thing when people started doing 3, having a rule that they played 3 notes on each string when you played scales, because of maybe technical issues or pattern issues or whatnot. So that's a way also to play the major scale. You can play 3 notes a string, or the more common maybe in position way, or combination, or diagonal, or there are so many ways to do things. We often play 4 notes on each string as well. But so that's a scale. Bar number 2 is the arpeggio, and I've written also the formula. It's 1, 3, 5, 7, 1. So just to be perfectly clear, that's the first step of the scale, third step of the scale, fifth step of the scale, seventh, and then the root again. Bar number 3, D major scale. D major arpeggio, bar number 4. And then we have bar number 5, A major scale starting on the 4th string. An arpeggio. And next line again, bar number 7, D major scale. Arpeggio. So the scales are mostly, that's not what we're going to practice now, just to show the scale degrees. So if you play just the arpeggios, so that's the last bar on each line. A major, D major, A major, D major, and also do them backwards. You know, that's just as easy as that. That's how you practice. So as always, when we do drills like this, I do 1 octave at a time, and this is very often in guitar books or lessons you'll see these arpeggios. If you learn an arpeggios, it goes all the way from here to here, right? But I do it 1 octave at a time, and then eventually you can just put together the 2 octaves, either like this. This is just you know, the first and third line, right? And also when we get to the next lesson, you'll see that you can put together from the 7th. You know, you put together the octaves if you want to do that, and usually you want to do that diagonally, so it's not in position. Or you can do that too, but you know, anyway, anyway you want to do it. We're going to cover even, you know, these 2 octaves will be covered, but not in the same lesson. We have this one. Actually, those are in next lesson, both of them. But yeah, it's about yeah, I don't know. Don't overthink this. This is really about connecting the sounds with your you know, with your hands. You can also play the chord. You know, if you want to hear the chord and play the arpeggio. I'm not going to talk too much about technique now. You know, you can sweep this, or you can use a combination of sweeping and hammer on pull-offs, or you can alternate pick, or you know, whatever you want. You can use your fingers on the right hand. You know, it's again about the sounds. So we're gonna do in all these lessons in this drilling section here. We're gonna do just those 2 keys, A and D. Of course, you wanna move this around. You know. Practice it in different keys. So yeah, just so you know, that's always a good idea. You know, even if the fingerings are the same, it's, you know, just to practice doing it in different keys. That's a good thing, even on guitar. So yeah, that was that. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you for the next lesson real soon.